miserable cold is gone, except for we're having a storm coming very soon. But how many of you garden? Oh, fabulous! That's the theme of our Toastmasters table coffees today. You know,
but I'm not very good.
I've gardened for many, many years, and each year I'll find a little tidbit that maybe makes a little bit of improvement here, or changes something here, or, you know, like companion gardening, or when to plant, or whatever, or squash bugs, how to deal with them. And so today, if you have been gardening, you probably have a special little something to share with us. Hopefully, because I'm going to come and share. If it's a bad experience, a good experience, or just something juicy that will improve our ability to have a good garden. Because we know that we need to have good gardens because they're so scrumptious and they make us healthy, and it's a provident living principle. So, Michael, would you please come up and share with us first?
Oh, she's gonna call on us?
That's what she said.
Oh, you better be careful. Well, you can talk about the plant.
So it's not, it's just a, whatever our secret is.
Something that exudes with wisdom that will
Okay.
help us.
Oh, just randomly about gardening?
Yeah.
The secret is fungus. Not toe fungus, dirt fungus. Most of us have dirt, especially here in Utah. We have not very good dirt. We have a really alkaline soil. Doesn't have a lot of organic matter in it. Doesn't have a lot of fungus in it. Our dirt has a lot of bacteria in it, which is good. The problem is bacteria and fungus have to be balanced in a certain way. And the higher the ratio of fungus to bacteria, the better your vegetables and fruit will be. The problem is if you don't have a lot of organic matter like tree chippings and bark and wood and twigs and pine needles, the fungus don't have anything to eat. And so the bacteria gets way up here and the fungus gets way down here, and the vegetables are like, it doesn't taste that good. So the more food you give the fungus, like twigs and leaves and anything that used to be alive, even if it's off your dinner table, the ratio of fungus will go up. And over time, as the ratio of fungus goes up in your soil, until it's at least equal, probably even better, your food will taste better and better and better. So feed your fungus.
You save your scraps and stuff when you're making salad or vegetables or stuff, and you compost. One? Only one?
We compost too, but I'm not raising my hand.
Well, he just obfuscated
Oh, I forgot a
the
little.
process
I
of
didn't use the word.
getting our soil balanced for us.
You got
So,
that.
let's see. Ariane. I know you'll do a
I
fabulous
am
job.
not entertaining like him.
Gardening wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
But I will smile and do a little dance.
That's perfect.
Well, I do have a garden, but it is not that amazing. But it works, right? But so we compost. My husband thought it would be fun. I really have very little part in it. But he saw my neighbor that had this black container that is used for compost, and they weren't using it, so we went and knocked on their door and asked if he could buy it off them. They said, oh, you can just have it. So now we have this big tub. What is the word for it? You like
Composter.
spin it?
Turn it.
Composter. I should know that. Anyway, so, all of our trash is now less full because we're putting all of our eggshells and our fruit rinds. And the side of our house smells really bad in the summer because of the heat building it up. But then he buries it. You bury it in the dirt, and then next summer we throw it in and we put it in our little garden bed and up on the hill. And that's about as much as I know about gardening, but I have to learn about the watering because it didn't work very well last year. I attached the tube to a tube, and one area wasn't getting enough water, and see, I just need you to come over to my house. So, that is my info on composting, because I know so much. Thank you, Jill.
Years ago, we had a fellow, well, it was his wife belonged to Toastmasters, and he came and spoke about organic gardening, and then he offered organic gardening classes up in Pleasant Grove. And then I had him come over and put a drip system in my garden, and that has made all the difference in the world. You just turn it on and it just goes down, and you can turn off and on the different rows if you want them to have less water than the others, and it's just simplified, obfuscated my life. Gardening. Let's see. So who else was kind of going like this or like that? Oh, Linda. Absolutely. Would you like to come up? Oh, good.
She knows a little about gardening.
I live in Alpine. Alpine has a critter that's not too small. It's actually quite large. And the critter is a deer. Deer get into everything. I planted my garden box, beautiful, it was 4 years ago. They're not gonna go inside the fence, they'll be fine. They waited, and I had it all pretty, and tomato plants coming up, and it was just about ready to pick. Right? I'm like, oh, one more day, and I go out the next day, all 3 plants, ripped up. Yep, they're really good at doing that. So we have found a couple of ways to keep the deer out. You can build an 8-foot high fence.
Great.
Which we obfuscated from I'll tell you 2 ways, okay? So one is the fence way, little pricey. The other way is smells. There's certain smells that they're sensitive to and that they don't like. So you can plant marigolds around it, doesn't work. I've tried that. You can get the deer smell thing, spray it on it. It works as long as you keep up on it. Okay, there's another smell they don't like, and it's a people smell, and it's the people excrement smell.
Oh, great.
Oh, no, we all want to
So
put that
when
in
we
our garden.
first lived and had our first little, created our first garden, I would send my little boys out and say, you need to go spray around the perimeter of the garden.
Oh my gosh.
So they, with the dad,
Mark their
go out and perimeterize the garden. And it was like so fun for them, because when do you ever get permission to go actually just whiz outside, right? So that's the second way. And if you don't like that second way, which is the first way we did it, then you'll have to build an 8-foot high fence or something that's not see-through. So we built a fence this year, so now we don't have to go out and permatize the garden.
One of the classes I took about it, they said, male urine is really good for tomatoes, so have them
There you
do
go.
that. Well, they're probably grown up and won't want to do that. Anyway, that's
They
an
still
idea.
want to do it at that
They
age.
still- Let me just tell you, composting is incredible. I save it, I juice every day, so I save my thing. And banana peels, oh my gosh, your roses love it. I cut them up into little chunks and then bury it by the roses, and my roses grow 10 feet tall. It was wonderful. I had a big composter, the thing is on red. I had a composter too, and I hated it because you have to add this and add that and roll it around, and so I just go out with a little shovel, go just stick something in, done. And my garden is really happy, and I don't till. I do not till, because that messes up all your microbes that are eating your good little things that you put in there. So
Kills the fungus, true.
Don't tell.
anyway,
Tilling,
in between the rows, I'm just gonna give you this one little piece of advice. I read this in the paper, and I've been doing it for the last 3 years, and it keeps my weeds out. So you dig down about that far, and then you put wet newspapers about that thick, and then you cover it up again. Voila, no weeds. The only weeds that have the gall to grow in there is on the drip lines where they aren't smothered by the papers. I mean, it does break your back, and it's miserable to do that, but I'll tell you, it saves you 1,000 hours during.
layers of newspaper?
I just do
that much newspaper.
Kind of wet newspaper.
Yeah, wet, it's wet. Yeah, I take my wheelbarrow out and I just fill it with water with my thing and then I just say,
It's like paper mache,
go
but
down and break my back.
your garden.
Last year I hired some young men to do that and it was just glorious. All right, I think that we don't have enough time to do any more, so let's have a timer.